response to the first supplementary charge sheet filed by the Enforcement Directorate on Saturday, Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court has reserved its decision on summoning former Railway Minister Lalu Prasad Yadav, former Bihar Deputy Chief Minister Tejashwi Yadav and others in a money laundering case related to the Land for Jobs scandal under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Special Judge Vishal Gogne has scheduled the pronouncement of the verdict for August 24. The ED submitted the first supplementary charge sheet on August 6, naming 11 individuals as accused. The charge sheet is supported by 96 documents presented as evidence. Previously, on July 6th, the court had granted the ED time until August 6 to file the charge sheet. During this period, the Joint Director of the ED assured the court that the charge sheet would be submitted on time, although he also mentioned that the investigation is still ongoing. The court emphasized the need to establish a fixed timeline for completing the investigation. Earlier, on March 7, the court had granted regular bail to Rabdi Devi, Misa Bharti, Hema Yadav and Hriday Nanda Chaudhary in connection with this case. The Central Bureau of Investigation had initially registered the case, and on October 4, 2023, former Railway Minister Lalu Prasad Yadav, his son Tejashwi Yadav and his wife Rabdi Devi were granted bail. During the ED's investigation into the money laundering case related to the Land for Jobs scheme, unaccounted cash amounting to ₹1 crore, foreign currency, 540 grams of gold, 1.5 kg of gold jewelry were seized during a raid conducted in March. The ED discovered that land purchased from Railway Group D applicants was sold by Rabdi Devi at an inflated price, with a significant portion of the proceeds being transferred to Tejashwi Yadav's account. Additionally, a property in Delhi with a market value of approximately ₹150 crore was acquired for just ₹4 lakh and was being used as Tejashwi Yadav's residence. The ED had identified crime proceeds totaling ₹600 crores, consisting of immovable properties worth ₹350 crores and transaction amounting to ₹250 crores carried out through various benamidars. Following the horrific rape and murder of trainee doctor in Kolkata, junior doctors in Madhya Pradesh have gone on strike. Jabalpur High Court has expressed strong disapproval of this action. Acting Chief Justice Sanjeev Sachdeva stated that the striking doctors should immediately return to work, warning that if any patient dies as a result of the strike, it would be deeply concerning. Chief Justice emphasized that while the entire society is troubled by the incident in Kolkata, striking is not the solution. He noted that patients cannot wait for the strike to end, and any loss of life due to the strike would be a serious issue. The concerns that prompted the strike are not limited to Madhya Pradesh but are shared by the entire country and society. However, striking is not the appropriate response. On Saturday, 2 public interest litigations challenging the legality of the strike were heard in Jabalpur High Court. Acting Chief Justice Sanjeev Sachdeva urged the junior doctors to return to work, assuring them that their grievances and demands would be addressed. It is worth noting that on Friday, the High Court had issued a notice to the protesting doctors in Madhya Pradesh, questioning how they went on strike without permission. The striking doctors were required to respond within 24 hours. After hearing a petition requesting the registration of an FIR against Asaduddin Owaisi and Akhilesh Yadav for referring to the shivling-like structure found in Wazukhana of the Gyanvapi complex as a fountain, the Varanasi District Court has reserved its verdict. The court of the additional district judge reserved the decision after hearing arguments from both sides, with the ruling set to be announced on September 2nd. Petitioner Senior Advocate Harishankar Pandey has alleged that repeatedly calling the shivling a fountain is hurting religious sentiments of Hindus. He has demanded an FIR be registered against Owaisi, Akhilesh Yadav, Anjuman Intizamiya Masjid Committee and approximately 2,000 unidentified individuals. Lawyers representing Asaduddin Owaisi and Akhilesh Yadav presented their arguments in court. The petition accuses these leaders of insulting the shivling-like structure and spreading desecration in the Wazukhana, which petitioners claim is an attack on religious beliefs. The court will deliver its verdict in this matter on September 2nd. The Indore bench of Madhya Pradesh High Court has issued notices in response to a significant public interest litigation challenging the legal framework for child marriage in the state. The court has directed the All India Muslim Personal Law Board and other relevant parties to submit their responses within 4 weeks. The petition underscores the discrepancies between the Muslim Personal Law Application Act of 1937 and Prohibition of Child Marriage Act of 2006. The petitioner contends that the Muslim Personal Law, which permits marriage at the age of 15, conflicts with the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act, which sets the minimum marriage age at 18 years for women and 21 years for men. Abhinav P. Dhanodkar, representing petitioner Dr. Aman Sharma, argued that according to Muslim personal law, early marriage jeopardizes the health and education of young girls and fosters socio-economic inequality and gender discrimination. Such marriages, he claims, infringe upon fundamental rights guaranteed by the Constitution, including the right to education and health. Petition advocates for the primacy of Prohibition of Child Marriage Act, calling for an equal legal marriage age and a strict enforcement of laws against child marriage. The High Court has issued notices to the Union of India, the Ministry of Law and Justice, Ministry of Women and Child Development, the State of Madhya Pradesh and other involved parties, including the All India Muslim Personal Law Board. In the case of 69,000 teacher recruitment in Uttar Pradesh, the Lucknow Division Bench of the Allahabad High Court has cancelled the entire merit list. The court has ordered the government to issue a new merit list within 3 months. The double bench consisting of Justice A.R. Masudi and Justice Brijraj Singh overturned the single bench order dated March 8, 2023, which had cancelled the 2020 teacher recruitment list. The single bench did not consider the Apex Talent Reward exam as an eligibility test, but the double bench recognized it as such and directed the government to prepare a new list according to Section 3(6) of the Reservation Rules 1994 and the Basic Education Rules 1981. It is important to note that according to the order, if a meritorious candidate from a reserved category scores the same marks as a candidate from the general category on a general seat, they will be placed in the general category. The remaining 27% and 21% of seats will be filled by candidates from OBC and SC categories respectively. The court reserved its decision after completing the hearing in March and delivered its verdict last Tuesday. This decision was uploaded on the High Court's website yesterday evening.